fair.
I guess this will be no surprise. It's either you or me, and I hope that it's you.
Got a bigger fish, Ryan. Unfortunately, you are the next casualty of that. Can't rock the boat right now. Too much jars and other baskets. Sorry. I whispered. I know I don't have to. Really wanted to bring you into the swap, but unfortunately, I have to do what's best for my game. And you're no longer a part of that.
Angela, my friend, I'm voting for you tonight because, well, I think as much as I enjoy working with you, as much as we've been working well together so far, I have to prioritize I have to prioritize 5 potential friends in the future over 1 potential jury vote, and I'm sorry. If you happen to have an idol and you put my name down out of spite, more power to you.
Thank you. This vote is for self-preservation. If Angela does have an idol, I just gotta hope that Sam didn't like throw 1 bonus on it, so I know that this will be spoiled to her for sure. So, you crossed me once. Now, this is my payback.
Hello.
Hi.
Hopefully this time it sticks, you know? I took one for the team, writing down Angela's name just in case Steph had an idol. And this is how I was paid. My name's on the chopping block. I knew it was gonna be. I'm just really banking that she doesn't have an idol because I don't want to have to use mine.
Sorry, Angela. I know this game means a lot to you, but I gotta do what's best for me and then stick with my lines.
Angela, job is spoken. Time for you to go.
I think that while I was being told that Sam was shady about doing the vote for me when we voted out Stephanie to try and split the votes, she didn't tell anyone else, and people thought that was shady, or at least that's what they were telling me. And I agreed with that I thought it was very shady. Because Anthony, when we initially left, he was like, "Who voted for you?" And I told him that it was Sam and that she did it, and told me about it before she did it. So my pitch was that, that's really shady. That's, not trustworthy. Is this someone you want to go forward with? And I think that ultimately they decided that they would rather go with that and have better chances in the upcoming competitions than to go with the loyalty route. Which, you know, it's a game. Certainly it's disappointing, but it's a game. I mean, as I got to thinking about it, you know, it's not just loyalty, it's about, you know, trust. And, you know, who is already thinking that far ahead to split the votes, and, you know, the way that she kind of explained how she wanted to do it, you know, is that someone that you want to let get far in this game? I just didn't want to, I mean, with, you know, my family here, with, you know, a crowd full of spectators, I just didn't want to throw someone under the bus. And I felt like if I really, you know, really went for it, that I would have been throwing her under the bus. And that's just not who I am. I'm just not going to do that. And I get it that, yeah.
But you were willing to vote for her?
Absolutely, absolutely. But I don't necessarily want to, I don't want to come off as someone that, I don't want to come off as someone that just throws people under the bus, because then if you get kept, then what's your reputation going forward? That you are going to, you know, do that. So my thought was to just, you know, kind of stay calm and to, you know, give it a little pitch. In retrospect, what would have worked? Who knows? I mean, we can't, I mean, you can play the what if game, but what's that going to get you? Sleepless nights. I love to say that, you know, I hope they all get bit by a bunch of crocodiles. I mean, I'm obviously going to root for Julia, because I really do think that she voted. She didn't write my name down. But as far as who I think, this is what I think is going to happen. Much like last season, you had Bryce that was very rootable. I see that in Anthony. But I don't think that, I honestly would be very shocked if anyone from that tribe made it all the way through to the end. I don't know what twists are in store and so forth, but yeah, obviously for me to, you know or feel like I wasn't going to go home and then I did, you know, what's going on with these other tribes, that, you know, what's that underlying current that, you know, you think you know, but then you don't know. So I can't predict anything, obviously. Couldn't have predicted this. I mean, it was great. I mean, getting to do the challenges. Now, you know, sleeping on the ground, and, you know, we didn't have fire last night and it got cold, and just having a blanket and, you know, all like that, it just, that wasn't great, but I signed up for it. You know, being scraped up completely on my legs, not great, but I signed up for it. I think it's definitely been good for me to be detached from my cell phone and unplugged in that regard. And I, you know, the experience for me, like I told you last night, you know, I came in here a winner. So even though I certainly didn't make it as far as I wanted to make it, I'm walking out of here a winner.